Let's begin with the Buffalo Bills at the Indianapolis Colts. And this game had all the makings of a trap. In years past, the Buffalo Bills would see a game like this at the Colts, kind of lay down, not play well, and get smacked. They were 1-5 at the Hoosier Dome the last 6 years. But these Bills are not those Bills, as somebody might say. They're our Bills. Bruce Smith, dominant force. Everybody wants him for our Bills. Moss and Ray Donaldson, double team. That's the only way they keep him away from Jeff George on this play, but you can't always stop him.
You know, and part of his success, he's such a great player that the Bills move him around a little bit. Here he comes through the middle of the line. A good little stop and start there, puts pressure on Jeff George and bats down a pass.
When Jeff George was on the move, he couldn't escape Bruce Smith, who may have better speed. Smith had 4 sacks today, all of them in the first half, Tommy.
And we said you could double team him and stop him. You certainly can't leave him uncovered and expect him to do anything but crush Jeff George.
19 sacks on the season for Bruce Smith. And, oh, yes, the Bills' offense has scored more points than anybody in football. Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, 34-yard touchdown, 7-0 Bills very early. Next possession, same combination. Kelly to Reed for 13 yards. 2 plays later, Kelly over the middle to Reed, breaks the team touchdown reception mark held by Elbert Golden Wheels to Benyon. Reed now has 37, 21-0 Buffalo at the half.
One of the great receivers in this league, Chris, and Kelly knows that you get the ball to him on the cross slant, the short slant, and you just let him go with it. This looks like the same play. It is not, but they know that he has the kind of legs that once you complete the ball to him, 15, 20 yards, even 70, 80 yards, it's not something that you don't think about.
Jeff George remembers his first NFL start. Week 1, it was against the Buffalo Bills. He was knocked out of the game. This time he showed a better arm, but the problem, John Hagee of the Bills was there to snare it. They picked him off 3 times. They also helped him up, but they also helped him down. Same guy, boom, number 97, Cornelius Bennett. When George got away, he had the deflected pass intercepted by Dr. Sack, of all people, Leon Seals. Obviously his first INT of his career, 3 on the day against Jeff George. And if that wasn't enough for Buffalo, they also have Thermal Thomas, a little warmer inside at the Hoosier Dome. He can catch it for 63 yards from Kelly, and he could go all the... No, he doesn't. He gets tackled here. But Thomas then runs up the middle, and he does go all the way. 23 yards for a touchdown. 76 yards rushing, 91 yards receiving, a $167 overall for Thurman Thomas. And the Bills just shellacked the Indianapolis Colts 31-7. Total offense, they had 408 yards, holding the Colts to only 127 yards. And Tommy, we said before, this the type of game that the Bills would lose in the past, but they're showing something different this year. Killer instinct.
Well, killer instinct, and the thing I like is, you know, you look at the Giants, the Niners, the Chicago Bears, all teams headed for the playoffs. That's the kind of team that the Bills are. They're strong defensively, and the thing that's most impressive is they run the ball, yes, with Thurman Thomas, but they run it with everyone. That offensive line gets the job done blocking.
Tom, I have to throw in a mathematical note. I've been hunched over my computer working out incredibly complex permutations all afternoon. And I think I can say with a degree of reliability, the Colts aren't going to make the playoffs, Tom.
This just there.
Pete, I think your computer was like this, Colts out. They're probably mathematically alive, but way to go out on a limb. One guy that's going out on a limb this year is Bruce Smith, because he is on line, perhaps, to break the NFL record for sacks. Now, they only started keeping record of this in the last decade. Mark Gastineau of the Jets danced 22 times back in 1984. Bruce Smith already, with 3 games to go, has 19. When we come back, the Patriots and Browns, two great squads.